Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am putting the colors away and I'm going neutral. This was a video that was requested by one of my friends because she wanted to see something a little more neutral, not so colorful, and then I asked you guys on somewhere, probably Instagram, if you wanted to see a neutral eyeshadow look, and you said yes, of course we want to see that, because unlike me, most people love neutrals. That is like their comfort zone. They don't want to play with color. They don't want to dabble in this or that or the other thing. They want something pretty and neutral. So it's neutral. I mean, look at this. Nude lip even. Nude lip, neutral eye. It doesn't get more neutral than this, you guys. Before we get started on the tutorial, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, please. When I make it to 500 subscribers on here, my husband is going to do my makeup and it is going to be hilarious. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure your friends are subscribed, because you don't want to miss out on this video. That's all. Let's get into this video of neutrals. So just like any other eye look, I'm going to start by prepping my lids. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Paint that onto my eyelids. I have a frog in my throat today, so I'm sorry if I'm like doing that. I will try to cut as much as possible out of this video, but it may still happen. I'm taking a flat concealer brush and spreading that all over my eye. And I'm also going to use that to carve out the bottom of my brow. Then I'm going to take my super spotted sponge because I freckled today, and I'm just going to tap that out. Blend it all, smooth it. To set that, I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Press Powder, and I'm just going to do that all over the lid to really set down that concealer and make an easier blending base for the rest of the colors. Obviously, when I thought of doing a neutral look, the first palette I thought of was Jaclyn Hill. This palette is full of beautiful neutrals. For this look, I'm going to start with this guy here, which is MFEO. I'm going to take that on a nice fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to start in the outer corner and just drag that through the whole crease. This can go up nice and high, doesn't matter, this is just our transition color. I always love to do the windshield wiper, and then every couple of times I do a little twirly in the outer corner just to make sure that there's a bit more color in that outer corner than the rest of the eye. Also, when I'm dipping this brush into the pan, I'm making sure that I get it on all sides like this rather than just dipping in the tip like that, because I want this to diffuse really nicely, and if I just have color on the tip, it's just going to go in the crease, whereas if I have color all the way around, it's going to diffuse nicely around the crease. Using the same fluffy brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is Pooter, and I'm always tapping off the excess every time I dip in. Just so you know, I usually cut that out because it's an annoying sound. I just tap it on the edge of my mirror. And this one I'm going to concentrate more on the outer corner, so I'm going to just do a couple back and forth strokes right here. And you can even go onto the lid a little bit, so I kind of go back and forth on the lid, back and forth up into the crease, and then I'm going to slowly bring that into the rest of the crease. My stomach is growling today like crazy. Also, my birthday's on Friday this week, and tonight, it's Wednesday right now, and tonight I'm doing my birthday party with all my girlfriends, and we're gonna go do a photo scavenger hunt. I'm really excited. I'm one of those people that on my birthday I like to go and do something rather than just going out for dinner or for appies or whatever. So Kyle made a list of 50 different scavenger photos that we need to get. Obviously, we don't have to get them all, but it's going to be on a point system. So, like, if you do this one, you get 3 points. If you do this one, you do 1 point. So you kind of have to pick and choose which ones you want to go do. And so we'll be going all over Kelowna getting pictures, and it's going to be so much fun, I think. And then afterwards, we're going out for food because you still have to have food. And then on Friday, on my actual birthday, man, I'm going to be 29 this year. I have one more year till Dirty 30. Anyways, on Friday, we're gonna go do like mini golf or something with the kids, and then we'll go out for dinner. And then my family birthday dinner isn't for like another 2 weeks. Like with my brother and sister, mom and dad type thing. And it's actually my sister-in-law's birthday 4 days after mine, so we do a conjoined birthday dinner for that. Next I'm going to dip into Buns, this beautiful, buttery, warm tone brown that's so beautiful. I love it. Now I'm going to be transitioning to a smaller blending brush. So this one I just go in and dip the end of the brush in, tap it off. And for this I'm going to start stamping it on the outer corner to place it where I want it to be. And then I'll start blending back and forth. Again, this is staying mostly in the outer corner. And then as I have less product on my brush, I'm going to bring it into the crease a bit. And then using some circular motions to blend out that edge, because we don't want harsh edges. And the funny part is, yes, I'm going out tonight for my birthday, but this is not the makeup that I'm going to be wearing, because I actually have a class at the gym that I'm going to at noon. So I'm filming this, taking it all off, going to the gym, coming back, redoing my makeup for tonight. All in the day of a YouTuber. Also, I recolored my hair. It's navy again, but this time I mixed in some purple because it's starting to fade very green, very fast. I'd only washed it 2 or 3 times, but it was turning quite green, so I wanted to counteract that with some purple in there, and I think it turned out really good. There's like no sign of green anymore. So I have very little of that color left on my brush, and I'm just kind of bringing it into the inner corner just a little bit because it is a little too light in that inner corner. I'm just doing nice swirly motions, just lightly get that color in there. We're going to deepen it up one more time with the color Central Perk. It's actually Central Park, but she wanted to name it Central Perk, so I just keep calling it Central Perk. But you know, copyrights and stuff made it impossible for her to call it that. And this one again, I'm just stamping on the outer corner and then kind of blending it out with circular motions. And at this point I'm getting quite far onto that outer corner of the lid because this is going to transition with our lid shade. At this point I'm going to go back in with my fluffy blending brush with nothing on it and go over all the edges to make sure they're nice and smooth. Guys, I always have trouble in this area right here. It does not want to pick up color, so I always have like a nice high transition shade here, and then it just falls short on that side. I have tried everything to make color stick in there, so I'm just going to go over it a couple more times with Puder. That was the color we used right after the transition shade, and I'm just going to build it up in that region. I don't know why that's such a trouble area for me. Now, if you wanted to, you could definitely go into a black and add that on the outer corner to deepen it up even more. I'm going to stop here and go into my lid shade now. The great thing about this palette is that it has so many shimmery shades that you could use on your lid, and it's always a difficult choice figuring out which one I want to go with. I think I'm going to go with that one, which is SBN, Smoky But Natural. Perfect color for today. By the way, that's this one right here. Smoky But Natural. Now to apply the shade, I'm going to get some on my little flat shader brush, like so. I like to douse both sides with product. And then I take my setting spray and do a little squirt, and that will just really help it apply beautifully to the lid. I'm starting in that inner corner and then kind of bringing it up to that crease and out to the darker outer corner. You guys, as beautiful as this is, it almost pains me that there's no color on my eyes. I'm just such a color girl. Then we want to dip back into the last brown shade that we used, which was Central Park. And I'm just going to stamp that over the edge. I want it to blend a little bit better. When you're blending your dark shadow onto your lid, you want to be pushing it towards the center of your lid, not dragging it back, because then you're going to bring that shimmer out to the outer corner, and that's not what we're looking for. So like, I like to stamp it first and then just kind of drag it in a little bit. So neutral. Now for under the eyes, I'm going to go in with the same colors that I went in on the top with a little pencil brush like this guy. So starting with MFEO, that was our transition shade on the top. I'm going to start dragging that underneath the eye. This one you can kind of go ham with because it's pretty light still. You can go all the way to the inner corner. Just kind of drag it back and forth. And this one I'm also going to bring the lowest underneath my eye. Going into Puder next. And then this one I'm going to drag about halfway across. Next we have Buns. This one I'm going to keep in that outer corner. And very lastly, we have Central Perk, whatever. I'm gonna take on a little flat brush like this and do it almost like a liner for my bottom lashes. So I'm gonna take right up into that lash line and just kind of stamp it right under my lashes. I'm gonna go back in with buns on my pencil brush and smoke that out a little bit just so it's not such a harsh line. Going on to eyeliner, this would be a really pretty look with a brown eyeliner if you have one. I don't have a brown eyeliner. How weird is that? I should probably invest in one of these days. Ooh, I know. I actually think this color would be perfect. This is Get Paid from Colourpop, and it's a really pretty bronzy shimmery shade. So I'm gonna take that one into my bottom waterline. And these bronzy shades are making my eyes look so green right now. Helps I have a green backdrop too. I'm going to take my Marc Jacobs gel liner in Blaquer and stick that in the top. And pop on some L'Oreal Voluminous Original before I put my lashes on. For lashes, I'm using my Kiss number 11 lashes. Lashes on. Okay, time to bronze up my face. I don't know why I'm clapping for that. I'm not going to do any crazy contour. I'm just going to do light bronze with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And of course I gotta do a light nose contour with the same bronzer. And then for highlight, I'm gonna use the Balm Mary Luminizer. This highlight is so pretty, one of my favorites. Also gonna use that to highlight my inner corners, under my brow bone. And of course, my lip. Now I'm going to do something that I almost never do. Nude lips with a neutral eye. You guys, I'm going full neutral today. This is so weird for me. I'm going to take the NYX Lip Lingerie in Lace Detail and nude it up. And then of course I have to set it all in place. I'm going to use the Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rosewater. And there we go. There's a look you probably didn't think you'd ever see from me. Super neutral. Plus freckles. Because I had to have something on my face to make it more exciting. Okay, you guys, that's everything for this video. If you have a video that you want me to do that gets me out of my comfort zone like this, even though I know this is like most people's comfort zone, let me know what you want to see in the comments down below, or send me a message on Instagram, or comment on one of my pictures on Instagram. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. And I will see you guys in my next video, and maybe I'll be creating a video that you want to see. Bye guys!